Welcome back to Homeschool Life. I'm Paula, homeschool mom and writer here, and one of the things that I love about homeschool is the community. And so that is what we are here for, is to provide you a place to learn and grow and share and be encouraged. So be sure to leave a comment and ask any questions that you might have, and please share your experiences. And also take a second and subscribe and click on that notification bell so that you can stay up to date on all of our new content. Today, I'm going to do another curriculum review for you, and this is going to be from Learning Without Tears. Doesn't that sound wonderful? And we are going to be talking about their Handwriting Without Tears, Get Set for School, and Building Writers. So, I love the way Handwriting Without Tears started. It started in 1977 with a mom whose son was struggling with his handwriting and doing it legibly. Now, he was in a classroom, and the mom, during the evenings and on the weekends, she started just coming up with her own techniques to try to help him out. And she was being very successful, so much so that the teacher noticed. So then the teacher asked her, "What are you doing?" Then the teacher asked her, "Would you please tutor some of the students from the classroom?" So she did. Well, then word of mouth spread, and next thing she knows, she's tutoring students in the whole area that she lived. And then time goes by, and she creates her first therapist guide. And then eventually she ends up creating and publishing an entire K through 5 Handwriting Without Tears curriculum. So I just love the story of how this got started. Handwriting Without Tears and all of the Learning Without Tears curriculum is very research-based, and it is developmentally appropriate for your skill levels for your children at each of their ages. All right, the goal is to make learning and teaching easy, simple, and fun. And one of the best things is it is for all learning styles, and it is great for your kinesthetic and your repetitive learners. And so it is a very unique handwriting curriculum, and if you've never heard about this before, pay attention because you're going to really enjoy this. All right? So they give left and right-handed instructions, which is very important. They provide a large variety of support for you, and I will touch more on that and tell you about that at the end of this video. This is a very hands-on, multi-sensory learning curriculum for handwriting. Yes, it is for grades pre-K through 4 and even into 5th grade. All right, there are manipulatives, there is play, there is building, there is storytelling, there is music. They have a character that they created called Matman. So all of these things, for instance, your students one day will be using their whole body, sitting in a chair such as this, and they will be using their whole body to do a C and a D curve using their whole body. All right, and that's just one example. Okay. Some other unique things is that they teach only the uppercase letters first and then the lowercase. And they teach similar letter groups together. So for instance, you've got the letters that have the same starting point. You have the letters that all loop up, and then you have the letters that all loop down, and so forth. The other thing is the letters are not slanted. They are very vertical, and that is for printing and for cursive. And the last thing that makes Handwriting Without Tears so unique is that they do not use your traditional triple line guidelines. They only use double lines, and I'll show you an example of that in just a minute. All right, so let me show you some of this curriculum and tell you a little bit about it. We're going to start with the Get Set for School. Get Set for School is created for your pre-kindergartners. Now, all of Learning Without Tears curriculum has your teacher book and your student book. The teacher book is very detailed for every grade level and every different curriculum that they have. And it just tells you everything that you need. It has supply lists. It just really is very detailed. Now, your student book on your pre-K is going to give you your student coloring, and they're going to count, and they're going to draw, and they're going to practice their shapes, and they're going to write. And a unique thing about Learning Without Tears is they use these gray crayon lines so that when your child is tracing over them, they disappear. And so that's very fun for the kids as well. And they know that they've done it correctly if it disappears. Now, along the way, they are learning and they are developing their fine motor skills, and they are also participating in social emotional activities. All right, from there, you can go to Kickstart Kindergarten. And again, it's the same thing, but it's developmentally appropriate. So it's going to have just a little bit higher tasks, skill sets, a little bit smaller letters, and it just continues on through all of the grades like that for you. Now, when your children start with kindergarten and first grade and preschool, they're going to start out writing on a slate. And they're going to have a start spot, and they're just going to use this slate. And they're going to learn something called wet, dry, and try. And so they're going to practice their letters using this technique. And then, as they get really good at that, then they get to practice in their workbook. And then from there, they go on to the notebook paper. Now, here's the notebook paper I was telling you about with only the 2 lines. So they've got this wide notebook paper for you. And this is for your grades pre-K through 1. And then you've got your regular double line paper, which is for your grades 2 through 4 and 5 if you have. So this just allows more space for your children to really focus in on that letter formation and just get that practice in that they need. Another really nice thing about Handwriting Without Tears is for your visual students, all of the workbooks are black and white, so there's not a lot of color to distract them at all. So as you go on now, in first grade, you've got letters and numbers for me. So they're going to be practicing letters and numbers, all right? And then you've got for your second and third grade, you've got your printing book and then printing power, all right? And then in second grade, you get to start, if they are handling all of that really well and they're ready to advance, you've got cursive kickoff. And so with cursive kickoff, they're going to do easy joins so that it is a easy transition for them. So it's just very simple. And then from there, third and fourth grade, you have cursive handwriting. And again, you can see where the lines are getting smaller. They're writing sentences. They're writing words. It's not just letters anymore. And then you've got cursive success. And they're continuing to develop for other grades and other books for within each grade as well. All right, fourth grade is really just a lot of practice for fluency. And so that's going to be very important. Now, alongside Handwriting Without Tears, you can get building writers. Now, this introduces your kids to 3 of the styles of writing. So they're going to be practicing narrative, information, and opinion styles. And in these, there's a book for each of the grades. And notice all the bright colors on the outside so you can really tell the difference for the different grades. And with building writers, they're going to be practicing sentences, and it's going to be cross-curricular. So there's going to be some math, some social studies. There will be some science in here as well. And so it just really helps them to see the connections. And again, the whole point of Learning Without Tears is so that your children can learn to write legibly. Because if people cannot read what they are writing, then they have just lost that whole form of written communication. All right, so resources for you. Online, go to lwtears.com/families. Okay, they have separate from their classroom. And there you're going to find free activities and free resources. You're going to find free downloads, and you're going to find manipulatives that you can buy, and you will find blog articles that they have written, and they have workshops available for you that you can go and attend with other parents, and you can learn how to teach using the all of the different manipulatives. So there is a lot of resources there to help support you. As always, check out Mardel.com, where you can buy all of these products and more. And check out our blog articles also, and I will have another blog article on Handwriting Without Tears that I'll go into a little more details for you. Check out our channels on YouTube and Facebook for more homeschool life videos. And as always, shop in our stores. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that this inspires and encourages you. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and enjoy your homeschool life.